In the shadow of Thanksgiving, we give thanks to high school sports. And tonight, Chad Gahabe's coach of the Rossville Hornets, his club visits veteran Jeff Henley's Clinton Prairie Gophers. Good evening, everybody. I'm Mike Walensky along with Pete Gasho. And Rossville looks for its first win tonight. The Hornets 0-4. Pete, what does Rossville need to do to annex a victory this evening?
Man, they're gonna have to knock down some shots tonight. So you got Rodkey and Skiles. They've been doing all the work so far. I really think they're gonna have somebody else step up tonight. As a coach, you can focus on those two players, and when you do that, you're going to shut down Rossville. So they're going to have somebody else like Huffman or possibly trying to think of somebody else there from the Rossville team that can come up big for them. Gahabe, he's another. Hasn't found her way on the offensive side yet. Plays really good defense. She's really aggressive. And if they can find one of those two girls to step up tonight, I really think that Rossville's got a chance to stay in this game.
Pete, Jeff Henley, no stranger to either school. He's coached.
No, that's right.
He's coached at both Rossville and Clinton Prairie. He understands this rivalry. He takes over a program that had a deep run to the regional championship following to Tipton. This year's Gophers are 2-3, but they can compete, and a good sign of that, even though a loss to Benton Central, they took the Bisons, a highly rated girls basketball team, to the wire.
I think Clinton Prairie, what they got to do tonight is they got to start taking care of the ball better also. They've got a lot of turnovers. And so if they take care of the ball, they make good passes tonight, find that open person, and they're going to score some points here.
Talk about points. Clinton Prairie shooting 35% from the field. The challenge for Rossville is this year they have shot only 24% from the field, and that just isn't going to win you too many games. As we see these two teams tip off, 32 is Sydney Swan, the 5'10 junior for Clinton Prairie. And number 34, Michelle Rodkey. Michelle Rodkey's had a number of injuries, but she's back. And a loss to Eastern, she had 22 points. But here comes Clinton Prairie. And the Gophers are led by Tinley Neal, number 24. Tinley Neal averaging 15.3 points per game.
Rossville's going to have to do a good job of blocking out tonight also. On the right here, they need to play good defense. They need to block out and get some of these. They can't give those second chance shots.
And Clinton Prairie retains possession of the basketball in the half court as you take a look at Tinley Neal again, number 24. Claire Eckenbarger, number 21, a junior guard, really came on strong for the Gophers last year. This year, averaging 6.5 points a game. She can handle the ball. She can shoot, too. This is a well-balanced basketball team. As they progress, they're going to get even better. Long shot on the left wing is 23, Caitlin Beck, and a long rebound by Eckenbarger. Clinton Prairie reshoots. And we got ourselves a traveling as Tinley Neal dragged her foot there. If Rossville's going to win this basketball game tonight, Pete, they've got to play solid defense. They've been playing pretty good defense this year. Obviously, haven't been shooting the ball well. Haven't gotten any victories.
They need to get in there, and like I said, they've got to stop Prairie from getting those second chance points.
And a 5-second violation as Avery Gorbett, number 42, is trying to inbounds the ball. Solid full-court defense by Prairie and Jeff Henley's ball club to create the turnover. You talked about turnovers. You cannot turn the ball over against a solid Prairie ball club.
I think Prairie really wants to get something going here. They're playing tough defense. You know, you get it going on the defensive side, that turns over sometimes into offense. So let's see if they can't get something going here.
Swan to the
nice.
glass, and she dropped it in. Woo. And Sydney Swan is only averaging 4.3 points per game this year. I suspect that number is going to go up. She's a good interior shooter. She's got some size, too.
That one off the foot of the Gophers. Take a look at this one more time, Mike. Dribble. Open lane. Lays it right in.
She did a nice job, Sydney Swan, dribbling the basketball by Avery Gorbett, number 42. And Rossville drops it a hoop. We got a basketball game. It's all tied up. As Rossville knocked down a three-point shot from the left wing, and the Hornets go up by a point. Tinley Neal on the drive. This one falls for Neal. She's an outstanding scorer. They have to find a way to stop Tinley Neal. Not only can she score, but she provides an interesting, unique situation. She's left-handed.
Here's something new, too, that Prairie hadn't been playing a lot of full-court pressure this year, and we're starting to see a little bit of that right now.
Three things that Coach Chad Gahabe talked about that his Rossville Hornets need to do to win the basketball game. They got to work on the boards, take care of the basketball, and they have to make shots. They're on the break. Excellent job by Clinton Prairie defending this fast break. Cora Bernhardt, number 20 for Rossville, had a chance. The ball was knocked out of bounds. Bernhardt averaging 4 points a game. She shot the ball well, though, from the foul line, shooting 75%, 6 out of 8.
Yeah, Gophers got beat that time down the floor. Sometimes you pay for that full court defense. Shot up that time.
And that was Courtney Gahabe, number 22, the junior. She missed the shot. She's averaging 2.8. Clinton Prairie likes to run the basketball down the other end. Nice job by Tatum Nash, the senior, to get the bucket. And Prairie takes the lead, looking for the trap in the backcourt. 34 for Rossville is Michelle Rodke. She now is their leading scorer, even though she's played in a couple games. She's suffered a lot of injuries during her playing career, and there is another traveling call against Clinton Prairie. Good, solid defense by the Hornets to start this basketball game.
And I'll tell you what, Michelle Rodke, man, has she gone through some stuff here. Dislocated shoulder, a torn ACL, but she never gives up. I mean, she is tough. She's back this year and leading the team.
Speaking about leading the team for Rossville, look for number 24, Torrey Skyles. She had a down game against Eastern, but she has the capability to score points, averaging 10 points a game. She's just 5'2", but she can shoot it. And again, Prairie controlling the boards. Neal on the break. She does a great job of viewing the court.
She does. She has real good vision.
Beck from the left side. No block out underneath. Nice job by Tatum Nash getting the rebound. And Claire Eckenbarger takes a shot from the right wing and misses it, and we've got a foul on the court. Nice hustle job by Claire Eckenbarger, the junior. She averages 6.8 points a game, but there is a foul on Clinton Prairie.
Yeah, Claire followed her shot, and they got her this time reaching in. But good job by her following that shot, going in. She just happened to get caught with that hand. I don't know if that was tipped or not. Might be going Prairie's way. It did.
It did, and there's another turnover for the Rossville Hornets. And, of course, Coach Chad Gahabe talked about the fact that his ball club cannot turn the basketball over simply because they haven't been making a lot of shots. You can make a lot of shots, you can have a lot of turnovers, but you can't shoot 25% from the field and expect to win basketball games.
Empty possessions, exactly. Can't turn the ball over.
'24 is Neal. 23, Caitlin Beck joins Claire Eckenbarger, 21, Tatum Nash, 12, and Sydney Swan for Clinton Prairie to start this basketball game. 2-3 zone. The drive by Tiddly Neal, and I believe she may have been fouled from behind by Michelle Rodke. And for Rossville, Torrey Skyles in the backcourt. We talked about her, an outstanding player. Corin Gahabe, number 22. Michelle Rodke, number 34, and Avery Gorbett, number 42, for Coach Chad Gahabe's ball club. And Jeff Henley's ball club, just 2-3, looking to come back from a earlier loss. But this is a basketball team that went to a regional championship. They know how to win, and if they learn and grow, they've got a shot to really advance because they've got a guy like Tinley Neal who's averaging 15.3. And Neal is shooting 65% for the foul line, but she gets both of them. She has shot now over 70% for the season.
Some more pressure, and there it is. Still.
Swan gives some size in the backcourt. Good job of Michelle Rodke going vertical and getting a block there for Rossville. She can handle the ball. She's got some size too. And this is a key matchup as Sydney Swan is matched up on Rodke for Clinton Prairie in tonight's basketball game. Rodke trying to post on Swan. There is no room. Nice shot on the way, and Avery Gorbett, who's averaging 5 points a game, drops it down from 17.
And that's good. That's exactly what you want to see. You need somebody else stepping up and making those shots.
Great job of rotating the basketball by Clinton Prairie, and Tatum Nash on the short side gets a jumper from the left end, and it's a 5-point Gopher lead. The challenge for Rossville is how do you handle this Prairie press? They have been forced into a position early on this ball game where they've had some turnovers. As you see the first substitution as Cora Bernhardt checks out of the ball game, number 20 for the Rossville Hornets. And again, Rossville having a hard time getting the ball inbounds. Solid pressure in the backcourt tonight from Clinton Prairie. Number 11, Haven Wilson is checked in the lineup for Clinton Prairie. She's playing up top as well for Jeff Henley's ball club. Just checking in is Courtney Huffman with the jump shot, and it goes out of bounds for Rossville as Prairie got a hand on it. Huffman averaging under 1 point a game, but again, we're still early on the season. Coaches are still experimenting with lineups. Hopefully both these teams will learn and grow a couple days before Thanksgiving.
I think the Prairie fans wanted a over the back there. Rebound, kicked it back out.
And that was Torrey Skyles with the jumper on the right side. She's a good shooter. If they can give her some space, she's got a chance to score for the Rossville Hornets and make things difficult tonight for the Prairie Gophers. There she is, Torrey Skyles. She's just 5'2", but she can shoot it when she's got some space. And great effort there by Tinley Neal to tie up Rodkey.
Wow. Good to see Tinley get up there.
Jeff Henley is going to go to the bench, and he'll bring in Grace Good, number 43, as you take a look at her in the white uniform. Grace Good averaging a half point a game with 1.8 rebounds. Again, play defense, rebound. There's a nice shot by Skiles off the mark, but the rebound is taken by Avery Gorbett. Got to get to the boards if you can't shoot. Skiles, nice shot fake. And the board by Sydney Swan. She does a great job of clearing space for Jeff Henley's ball club. Prairie on top of this one. We're playing in the first period. As you see on the scoreboard, the Gophers lead 10-5 over the Rossville Hornets. Jumper was missed on the far side by Grace Good. She fouls through on the inside, gets the rebound, and draws the foul as Corin Gahabe reaches in.
Take a look one more time here. There's a shot. And there was a foul. There's a quick inbounds.
Swan tried to go up off the glass a little bit too hard.
Yep, a little too hard on that one.
Skiles from the right wing from three, and she dropped it through. That's a big shot by Torrey Skyles. And Rossville wants a timeout. With 1:51 to go, Torrey Skyles from the right wing. And Pete, one of our sponsors tonight, is Ardente Dental. Ardente Dental offers high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Our team are all trained and knowledgeable in many areas of dentistry. We believe strongly in continuing education to provide our patients with the latest technology and techniques. We look forward to providing the highest quality of dentistry achievable not only for you, but your family and friends as well. Visit ardentedental.com for more information. Ardente Dental. Healthy smile start here. And for Chad Gahabe, as we take a look at the Rossville bench, it looks like his ball club is in sync offensively tonight.
Right now they're playing really well. Again, they're concerned about the turnovers tonight. They've had a few of them, but not as many. I think the coach would be happy with what he's seeing right now, especially since Prairie's bringing that full court press. And they've done a decent job at the boards. They still need to block out a little bit better, not give those second chance points.
If you're looking at this ball game statistically, coming into tonight's game, Rossville has averaged 23.5 turnovers per game. Clinton Prairie has averaged only 14.8 turnovers per game. If you can become more efficient, you've got a chance to win basketball games. Not only handling the basketball, as we talked about, but making good shots. And they're number 11 in the ball game. Haven Wilson in the lineup for Clinton Prairie. She's a sophomore at 5'4". Neal, big jumper inside. Good almost had the rebound. Eckenbarger pulls it back to Good. Jumper off the back rim. Swan does a nice job for Clinton Prairie keeping the ball alive.
Boy, it looked like Eckenbarger wanted to take it right there. They decided to run the offense.
As the game tempo increases, it helps Clinton Prairie. If it's fast, Clinton Prairie has a chance to make a run. Rossville wants to slow down the number of possessions, and there's a nice shot by Haven Wilson. Haven Wilson drops it from 3.
And that's a good job coming off the bench.
Clock is running down under a minute, but Skiles will take a 3, and she buries it. The second 3 of the game. We talked about Torrey Skyles being an outstanding perimeter shooter, and she drops one down. For the Rossville Hornets, it's 13-11. Swan underneath, nice drop step. She scores, and a foul underneath, and 1. For Sydney Swan, as Avery Gorbett caught her arm from behind. Nice move by Sydney Swan. Shows why she is an outstanding player.
You take a look one more time. They go inside, wide open. She goes up there, and she just got it right on the arm.
Pete, one of the challenges is the size inside. Sydney Swan at 5'10" is taller than most of her Rossville Hornets competition tonight, and she's certainly taking advantage of that inside game tonight as she knocks down the free throw. Swan now 4 out of 7 on the year. Those numbers obviously will improve as the season progresses. Another turnover in the backcourt. Neal. Eckenbarger from 3,
can't
short,
get it to go.
And another nice rebound by Haven Wilson, but stolen away by Rodkey. Rodkey has shown good size and strength with the basketball tonight for the Hornets. Skiles, clock running down under 5. Rossville's going to have to get the shot off. Rodkey fires it up at the buzzer, and just off the glass, no good. But I tell you what, Jeff Henley has to be really pleased as his Prairie Gophers are on top after the first break, 17-11. You're watching high school basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Finding affordable, quality reproductive health care isn't always easy. Did you know that there is now a family planning and reproductive health clinic in our area that is income-based? Services include Pap tests, breast cancer screenings, pregnancy tests, sexually transmitted infection and HIV testing, same-day birth control placement, filled prescriptions, and free condoms. Services are on an income-based sliding scale. Visit 1234 Rossville Avenue or call 659-6063 for more information or to schedule an appointment.
Jeff Henley, in his first year, the veteran coach at Clinton Prairie, took over from Amy Anthrop, who had an outstanding season last year. Her ball club lost just 3 games. They went to a regional championship, bowed out against Tipton. They'd like to be back, not only regional, but Jeff Henley, he's won a state championship in his own right at Rossville. We talked about being at both schools. It has to be an advantage in tonight's ball game.
You know, knowing both of these schools, and he does know exactly how he knows how bad these teams want to beat each other also.
Neal, fast break, left hand off the glass and in.
That was a nice layup.
Strong job by Tinley Neal, 8-point Prairie lead. Trap in the backcourt again. Rossville having trouble handling the basketball. That's number 10, Courtney Huffman, the sophomore.
Wide open 3.
Long shot. Yep, that's Gahabe with the shot. And Swan, easy rebound. Eckenbarger on the break, left it up short. Those are shots eventually they're going to fall later on the season. Maybe early on there's going to be a miss, but for Claire, probably a great learning experience.
Yeah, she'll eventually get those to go. She's too good of a player not to.
Rodkey with the miss. Neal on the break. Again to the glass. She's fouled and scores and one. Tinley Neal.
Quick to the basket.
When there's tempo in the basketball game with these two teams, it's Clinton Prairie.
It's definitely.
So we talked about Neal being left-handed. That's really an advantage here, especially on that break and that particular opportunity. An up chance for
got the kind
an 11-point lead. Yep, 22-11. Gahabe checking out. And back in the ball game is Courtney Huffman. Courtney Huffman now for Rossville.
It looks like the Gophers are going to keep up this full court pressure.
Rodkey, Huffman.
Nice job by the Hornets that time. They didn't panic. They took their time getting the ball across.
Cora Bernhardt trying to post in. A shot deep by Huffman. And when there's a long rebound, Prairie's on the run. O'Neal. Tinley Neal. Shot is short.
Don't
And
foul
Rossville.
that time. Rossville rebounds. They're coming back. Now they get the reach in that time.
Sydney Swan looks at the official there and is incredulous about that particular call. Thought that she got all ball. Jeff Henley has a chance to talk the official, but Sydney picks up the foul there. And there, number 32, Grace Cornell's checked in the game for Rossville. Both ball clubs have to have some depth in a rivalry game, and particularly before Thanksgiving, because you have to think that maybe the kids are going to let their guard down just a little bit.
Oh,
Tinley Neal.
wow, that was fast. Incredible hands.
Neal passed Huffman with the steal, and it's 23-11. And Chad Gabe wants a timeout. His ball club is now down by 12 early on in the second period. One of our game sponsors tonight is Healthy Communities of Clinton County. The Healthy Communities of Clinton County Coalition was formed in 2006 as a partnership of healthcare providers, service care providers, educators, and community leaders who are interested in addressing issues of health in the Clinton County community. Now, over 15 years later, the coalition is still committed to making permanent changes by encouraging policy, systems, and environmental changes with the desire to always make the healthy choice, the easy choice. Learn more at healthyclintoncounty.com. And right now, it's been healthy basketball for Clinton Prairie. Jeff Henley's ball club is flying.
Mike, Rossville can't be content to just stand there with the basketball. They got to move the ball, make good passes, and keep moving it. If not, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to get double teamed. Because this defense by the Gophers, I mean, they're putting it on right now.
Skiles, look for the double, maybe
Another
triple.
double.
Yep, another
Using-
possible steal.
Out of bounds line, 2 on right there. I mean, that's trouble.
You bet. That sideline is not only out of bounds, but also becomes the third defender there.
Yep.
And Torrey Skyles ran right into it, and Clinton Prairie turns it over again. Jeff Henley is having his way defensively right now to see Caitlin Beck throwing in the basketball to the point guard, Tinley Neal. Boy, it's nice to have Neal handling the basketball and scoring as well for Prairie. Eckenbarger, backside, layup is missed by Swan. And she goes over the top and knocks into Cora Bernhardt.
Yeah, good pass inside. Good look.
Actually, the foul's going to be on Cora Bernhardt. They say she backed into Sydney Swan. So the basketball will be in the hands of Clinton Prairie. Caitlin Beck throws it in on the top side to Claire Eckenbarger.
And how about Cora Bernhardt, you know, a senior, but a first-time player. Hasn't played the game since 8th grade.
Swan from 3. Neal with the rebound. She goes up with the right hand.
Good
Swan.
rebound.
Bernhardt got a piece. The good news was for Rossville, they're still battling inside as Rodkey gets the rebound in the backcourt.
They are, and Rossville's lucky right now because a lot of those inside shots are not dropping right now for the Gophers.
Skiles to Rodkey, extra dribble, left hand off the glass and in.
Excellent dribble and shot. Good job.
She may have traveled, but nevertheless, she got through and dropped the basketball in.
And that ended the scoring drought.
Swan from 3, and she drops it home.
She can hit that.
She can. She's an excellent shooter. Against some of the high-quality competition earlier this year for Clinton Prairie, they weren't able to do that. She develops confidence that will really open up her game as the season progresses. Gabe trapped down the baseline, and it goes off her knee, out of bounds, and another turnover. And Clinton Prairie with the basketball, and they'll go to the bench as Haven Wilson will check in for the outstanding play of Tinley Neal. Tinley Neal, number 24. She'll have a chance to relax now. She's had a great ball game. And Tatum Nash, number 12, also checks out of the basketball game for Jeff Henley's ball club as Grace Good is in the game. Grace Good back in the game, number 43 for Clinton Prairie.
Oh, nice pick.
Bernhardt. Again, you talked about it's her first year playing basketball. She'll be, by the end of the season, a seasoned veteran for that matter for Coach Gabe's ball club. Skiles, nope. Rodkey, nice pass, and drops it in. Gorbett.
Beautiful pass.
Avery Gorbett averaging 5 points a game and give the assist to Michelle Rodkey. 11-point lead. Swan again. This one off the mark.
There's a fight for it. It's going to be a jump ball.
And this one will go Rossville's way. And you speak about fight, great effort there by Clinton Prairie to get on the floor. Caitlin Beck. Here's a nice pass there by Rossville as Avery Gorbett gets it from Rodkey for the bucket.
You know, Rossville doing everything they can to stay right in this game. And that's what they got to do. They just got to keep on fighting. You know, you can't find yourself looking up at that scoreboard because if you do, you're gonna worry more about that than what's going on the floor. So just keep playing your game. Oh boy,
there's a steal. Tinley Neal back in the game now for Jeff Henley's club, and she gets another layup. Tinley Neal's been outstanding in this contest.
She is zoned in right now, focused. Look at that, another hand on it. There's the double team.
Layup is missed by Haven Wilson. Here comes Rossville. The thing about Rossville, Rodkey leads the team in assists in these two ball games, averaging over 2 assists, but they have not been able to distribute the basketball very well. This is Rodkey.
Good defense. Good job. Hands up, straight up.
And there's a
nice
walk. Yeah, there's a walk on Avery Gorbett. Good defense vertically by Grace Good.
Yeah, Grace Good, excellent there. Kept her hands straight up, didn't get into the shooter, and just excellent job by Grace.
Neal, 28-15, looking for Prairie's third win of the year. They're 2-3. Rossville comes into tonight's game 0-4. Both ball clubs play in the same sectional 38, as Neal drops it in. In sectional 38 right now, Sheridan's 2-2, Seegers 4-1, and Fountain Central is 3-5. And probably, Pete, the prohibitive favorite?
I would say so, yes.
Clinton Prairie, prohibitive favorite.
Yep. Oh, another good look and pass. They found something right there. If they can get back to it.
And again, it's a good learning experience. You've got a couple players for Clinton Prairie that may not necessarily get as much playing time during the course of the season against better competition. Some of the youngsters filling in right now. Haven Wilson, number 11, the sophomore. And this one, the jump ball, the arrow is turned towards the home team, the Clinton Prairie Gophers. Perhaps the player that was most improved that I thought from last year's Clinton Prairie team, number 21, Claire Eckenbarger, the junior now averaging 6.8. She can handle the ball and she can shoot it. Once she starts getting more confidence, she'll be able to knock down some of those threes, playing on top and even on the wing.
She's got a good basketball mind, intelligent. Oh, boy, she's wide open there. They just missed her.
Oh, nice shot. Eckenbarger from Neal from the top, and she laid it off the glass.
She was begging for it.
Gehabe at the top. Screen from Rodkey. Skiles. Clinton Prairie is playing really solid defense. There's a screen on Bernhardt.
Yep.
And an offensive foul.
And Bernhardt, again, being, first-time player like as senior year, like you said, Mike, later on in the year, she won't be doing that. She's going to know to hold still and not move. You just can't do that.
The thing for Jeff Henley right now, he has to be pleased is his team's effort defensively. They are really getting after it in the half court, as they should. 31 checks in the ball game. Abby Swan, the younger sister of Sydney Swan. This is Neal, and this rolls off. Rossville, Rodkey has numbers and pulls it back out to Skiles. 42, Avery Gorbett. And another offensive foul off the screen. 42, I believe Avery Gorbett's going to pick up the foul. If that's the 7th foul, as we hear from the PA announcer, that should be bonus time. But obviously, it's not. And Clinton Prairie, though, will get the basketball, and right to the rim is Caitlin Beck with a layup.
Man,
She breaks through the zone.
That was quick. That lane opened up, and she knew right what to do.
Long shot on the way. There's another jump ball. 31, the youngster Abby Swan. And Rossville gains possession. Gorbett will trigger. Rodkey in the lineup along with Skiles, 24. This is Skiles with it. Being guarded by Swan. Threw it away. Neal. Tinley Neal to the rack, and she is fouled by Torrey Skyles.
And that was a frustration foul, Mike. Tinley Neal, she's just all over the floor right now. Again, she's zoned in.
Body language.
I love watching good defense, too. Again, I think it all started.
Speaking of good defense, take a look at Rossville's players right now. They are spent. Hands, most of them, are either on their knees or on their sides. They're very tired. That's because of the defense, right?
Yes.
36-15. Under 20 seconds to go here in the period. Rodkey underneath. Back outside. Gahabe drives left baseline. Under 5.
Oh, boy.
Skiles, long 3. It is no good off the rim. And that ends the quarter, and it's halftime. Clinton Prairie has dominated this contest. Jeff Henley's Gophers on top at halftime by a score of 36-15. You're watching IHSAA girls basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And, of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not
before.
going to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. So many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
At Defining Looks on Sagamore Parkway North in Lafayette, talk to a specialist and discuss your specific needs for wigs or toppers. Defining Looks is committed to helping anyone experiencing hair loss to lead a normal lifestyle. Our wigs are of the highest quality, allowing us to customize to your personal style. Shop our large selection for your medical, cosmetic, or fashion needs. Confident, bold, and fashionable. Be your own kind of beautiful at Defining Looks. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
For the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, you need a managed Wi-Fi service with advanced Blast Wi-Fi. Blast Wi-Fi systems provide ultimate coverage, ultimate performance, and ultimate power all the time. Available from Mulberry Telecommunications, Blast Wi-Fi systems feature the latest Wi-Fi 6 technology and are equipped with unrivaled bandwidth and 4 times more simultaneous connections so you can connect tons of devices throughout your home with no lag and no downtime. Plus, with 24/7 support and remote troubleshooting, you can rest assured that Mulberry Telecommunications is always here to help you should any issues arise. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, and it's a blast. Blast Wi-Fi is now included with Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet packages. Contact Mulberry Telecommunications at 296-2885 today to get started.
Halftime at Clinton Prairie. Jeff Henley's Gophers 36, Rossville 15. I'm Mike Walensky along with Pete Gasho. And Pete, we have a lot of highlights and a lot of good things are happening for the Clinton Prairie Gophers.
Yeah, right here we're getting a good look. A lot of points in the paint here for the Gophers. They were able to break that press there, able to get in once again right in the lane, making that shot. Rossville was playing a zone on them earlier, trying to get them to shoot it from the outside, but the Gophers were able to break that zone. They did hit a few long shots here, Mike. There's a great shot by Wilson. Came off the bench that time and comes right in the game and hits a big three for the Gophers. And that's what Rossville needs right there. A few more open looks from the outside to get them back into this game again. When they've gotten the ball down low, they've done some good things. It's just they've struggled to beat that defense that the Gophers have been putting on them tonight.
Well, so far what I really like from Clinton Prairie is the fact that they share the basketball.
Absolutely.
And they're not putting the basketball on the hardwood very much. They're distributing the ball, moving it around, creating mistakes, and they're really getting after it in transition. And
you can't say enough about Tinley Neal here tonight. I mean, she's in the passing lanes. She's focused. I mean, she's reading pretty much the play before it even happens. I mean, she's just on it tonight. And again, here's the good stuff down low. If they can get it down there, they're doing some good things. Another three ball on the way. Boom.
Yeah, Sydney Swan, nice shot. You know, when Rossville, when they get their act together and get the ball inside to Rodkey, they've got a lethal situation with Rodkey and also Skiles. They can go inside out, but they've got to be able to eliminate these turnovers. Look at this one.
That was another easy one right there. Here we go. Once again, just driving into that lane, getting those easy twos.
And that's a real good sign for Rossville early on this season, although that pass was an amazing shot by Eckenbarger. Eckenbarger made a nice shot, but Tinley Neal knows how to aggressively drive through those cracks in the zone.
That's it.
I mean, you've got to do that. You've got to break down the zone, and that's a real positive thing for this ball club. Jeff Henley has to feel real good about his team.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. They've done a really good job this half, and I think they're going to come back out in the second half. I think they're going to set that full court press up once again. I think they're going to try to set the tone and start knocking down some more open shots. And Rossville's just got to beat that press somehow, and when they do, they got to just go and try to get down low and get some of those easy points down in the paint like Clinton Prairie's doing right now.
Pete, one of the interesting things was coming into this basketball game, both teams really shot the ball poorly from the free throw line. 59% for Rossville, 60% from Clinton Prairie. But that's not the case tonight, and that's a good thing.
Yes,
and
definitely.
frankly, when you're at the beginning of the season and both teams have only played 4 or 5 games each, you know that they're going to get better. And that's a good thing for both these ball clubs. So there's some things that Rossville, even though they're down 36-15 at halftime, can feel good about. They're shooting the ball pretty well from the foul line, and when they get the ball inside, they can make some things happen. Rodkey is a scorer.
Yep, and work a little bit on their rebounding. They can get that rebounding and some blocking out. They're going to come along just fine. Get a few more games in them again. We talked about Bernhardt being a senior this year, not playing since 8th grade. 10 more games in, she's going to look a lot different than what she does starting out. So they just need some more girls to step up. They got their scores. They can maybe find one more threat coming off the bench or just another player on the floor there. They'll get something going.
For Prairie, what they've really done well in the first half is their man defense. They have absolutely worn Rossville out, and I really like that because that's all about effort. And with that, let's step out. Let's take a break here. You're watching high school basketball. It's halftime here at Clinton Prairie on the ISC Sports Network.
I brought you a present. A book. Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
For the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, you need a managed Wi-Fi service with advanced Blast Wi-Fi. Blast Wi-Fi systems provide ultimate coverage, ultimate performance, and ultimate power all the time. Available from Mulberry Telecommunications, Blast Wi-Fi systems feature the latest Wi-Fi 6 technology and are equipped with unrivaled bandwidth and 4 times more simultaneous connections so you can connect tons of devices throughout your home with no lag and no downtime. Plus, with 24/7 support and remote troubleshooting, you can rest assured that Mulberry Telecommunications is always here to help you should any issues arise. In addition, the Ultimate Managed Wi-Fi also comes with the Ultimate app. The Command IQ mobile app puts you in control of your home network and makes it easy to set up and connect devices, run network speed tests, pause Wi-Fi, and set parental controls, all from the palm of your hand. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, and it's a blast. Blast Wi-Fi is now included with Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet packages. Contact Mulberry Telecommunications at 296-2885 today to get started.
Back at Clinton Prairie, we get set for the third period of play, but Pete Gasho, in the second period, Clinton Prairie outscored Rossville 19-4.
That's impressive right there. Again, I think a lot of that comes from that defense right there, getting those points, those turnovers, and Rossville's going to have to. Those are two things that Coach Gabe said they wanted to work on: is turnovers and rebounding. So, and they get those fixed up and cleared up, they'll be fine.
What I really like about this matchup is twofold. One, you've got conference opponents, you've got rivals, but at the same time, you have sectional opponents. These two teams could conceivably play in the sectional. So This is a really nice tune-up for both these ball clubs. Whether you win or lose, you can use it as a developmental tool for your program as you move forward throughout the course of the season. And right now, Tinley Neal has played extremely good basketball for Jeff Henley's Clinton Prairie Gophers in the first half. She was the dominant player. If she can continue to play this way, this team is going to continue to win basketball games throughout the course of the season.
If Rossville, I think, get back in this second half again, don't panic. When the press comes, make good passes, and then start running your offense.
Great cut by Sydney Swan to get the basket, and a nice pass by Claire Eckenbarger. Great teamwork.
Boy, just like Coach drew it up.
Gabe against the pressure. Bernhardt setting a screen there on the left wing, as you see.
Nobody came to help.
And a turnover. And the drive by number 12, Tatum Nash, and it goes out of bounds. That was excellent defense on the backside by Rossville.
Now, Rocky with a little bit of a block there at the end. As the ball was coming back, I think it went off the player on the floor. Here comes that pressure again. Right back over. And I don't see much communication going on the floor either with the Hornets here. I think you got to yell at your players. You got to let them know. Clap your hands. Tell them where you're at.
Neal at the point. Good, solid communication, Pete, offensively for Prairie. They do a really good job of moving the basketball. Couple nice plays to move Swan underneath the basket with a double screen underneath.
Bad
Here's
pass
Rossville.
that time.
Gabe, nice crossover and a foul.
Oh, boy.
Sydney Swan fouls Gabe. Nice job by Corin taking the basketball on the crossover. Here it is.
Take a look one more time. Crossover, right back to the right hand, and just a little too hard. Rossville really needs to see one go in here.
Gabe's a good foul shooter. She came into the ball game tonight 8 out of 11, 73%. She's now 9 out of 12.
Boy, you get to the line there, you got to make those things.
And she did. And with that, Rossville wants a timeout, down 38-17. Let's take a look at one of our sponsors in tonight's game. Defining Looks Wig, Hair, and Nail Salon, where they can assist you with a wig for your hair loss needs due to COVID-19. Any medical conditions, such as cancer or age-related thinning hair. They also are certified in toppers, wigs for kids, and children with hair loss. Find them at www.defininglooks.com or on Facebook and Instagram, located at 311 Sagamore Parkway North in Lafayette. And I tell you what, Pete, the city of Lafayette has done a great job of beautifying that 52 corridor. It's very nice now.
How about the everything over there by the zoo and the new park that they got going in over there? Boy, they've done some great work over there.
That was fantastic.
So the mayors have done a really good job.
Fantastic job of upgrading Loeb Stadium, and the park is spotless and beautiful, and always has been a great place for family fun and entertainment.
They've done a really good job of that. Even showed some movies there one night. Let everybody sit in the stands. So really neat. I'm glad to see that there's more activities going on there.
Great job of moving the basketball by Clinton Prairie, but the shot was short by Tatum Nash. But they got the ball inside, and they did a really good job of getting back on defense as well as they switch now. They go back to the man. Looked like a zone for a minute. Long three on the way, just missed
and out
by Avery Gorbett. Neal, Beck to the glass, and a whistle blows. And every time Clinton Prairie gets the rebound, they're off and running. And that's called leadership. Tinley Neal does a great job of getting the ball out on the break.
I think Skiles got that.
Caitlin Beck this year shooting 63% for the foul line. She came into the contest 12 of 19. Although she's at 63%, the number of free throws she shot, that's a good sign. That means that she's breaking down the defense and she's getting to the foul line. Good second effort. Nice.
She's got good form.
Yes.
Surprised only 63% there. Both of those look good.
Prairie by 22. Rossville looking to run their offense. Rodkey, good job of stepping in and taking the shot. I like the fact she took a couple dribbles, got closer to the rim, and dropped it home.
I don't think she felt comfortable right there when she first stepped into that shot. So, yeah, great job.
Eckenbarger now playing the point for Clinton Prairie. Tinley Neal draws the foul on the floor. Now, this will be a key, I think, as Prairie develops during the course of the season. If Jeff Henley can find a way to get Claire Eckenbarger to handle the ball more, that allows Tinley Neal to get some good, better looks. And the defense has to really focus on Neal a little bit more. Nice rebound by Beck underneath, and she gets fouled. Caitlin Beck did a good job of rebounding inside, and Jeff Henley wants to talk to her about that.
Take a look at this. She went right up and got that, and she was going right back up again, and that one gets ripped away. The reach-in foul.
Caitlin 13 out of 20 from the foul line this year, and this one misses.
Bounced around a little bit. Couldn't get it to the kind drop there at the The Gopher house.
One
den.
1 out of 3 here.
Gopher hole.
And she got the second one. 2 out of 4 from the foul line there is Caitlin Beck. Prairie 40-19.
Good look.
Rodkey needed to follow her shot. Swan got the rebound for Prairie. Prairie sets it up with Tinley Neal.
Rodkey getting a few more shots this half now. They're making an effort to get it to her.
Swan with shot fake, didn't put it up, had some space. Prairie comfortable with holding on to the basketball. Neal breaks down the defense. Oh!
In and
And
out.
the rebound is fouled up and in by Tatum Nash. Nash did a nice job rebounding, but what a shot by Neal.
Yeah, no block out down below. Easy rebound and put back.
Gabe, shot fake, drives, and Neal gets the block, and she blocks it with her right hand.
Nice job, too. She's guarding her. She didn't get up. Get her with the body. Got up with the right hand.
Huffman into the ballgame for Skiles for Rossville.
You know, Rossville's done this a couple times where they dribbled themselves down low and got themselves in trouble.
Actually, Skiles stays into the game, and I think Cora Bernhardt checks out. Rodkey's a nice player. She's forced to play a little bit more on the perimeter than normal. There's a nice shot by Courtney Huffman. Huffman drops that one in. Nash shot is short. Nice vision by Claire Eckenbarger with the assist. Claire Eckenbarger is a good passer, averaging 2.8 assists a year for Clinton Prairie this year. Again, that defense is clamping down on the Hornets. Rodkey did a good job of moving around the defense, and she has a nice shot.
Came clean right off that screen right there and got that open look.
Nice touch for Rodkey, and it'll be key as Rossville progresses during the season for the Hornets to have good ball handling up front, to take the ball out of the hands of Rodkey so she can do some curls on the wing, so she can post up because she's got some size.
No panic in that offense that time. Moved the ball really well, worked it around. And again, they were making an effort to get it to Rodkey this time, setting up some plays for her. You see that. Where's the screen? Right there. Nice job. Didn't move. And boom, knocks down the open look. And she likes that spot over there.
She does.
That's about the third one in a row now.
Avery Gorbett set the screen there for Rossville. And one of the statistics we don't get at all, ever, and I think we should, is the screen that opens up the assist. That should be an assist screen. They should have a new statistical category called AS, assist screen.
I like it.
And give Avery Gorbett, number 42, the 5'6" junior, a lot of credit there. And again, Tinley Neal handling the basketball for Clinton Prairie. She does a great job of distributing the ball. Doesn't handle it too much unless she has to aggressively attack this zone defense. There it is, taking the two-step dribble and then breaking down the defense.
And Rossville's just going to sit in this zone here. Oh, boy. See, they got to get them blockouts, got to get those rebounds.
Gabe is going to get the foul. Yep. Just didn't get her body on Tinley Neal. And Tinley Neal's a very aggressive player, has great vision. She did a good job of following her missed shot there. She's got a nice touch. And this year, Tinley Neal shooting 65% from the foul line. Came into the contest tonight, 13 out of 20, averaging 15.3 points a game. Based on what I've seen here tonight and what I saw her the last couple games, that scoring average is just going to increase. She is that good of a ball player.
And Gophers shooting really well for the foul line tonight, everyone. I've only seen a few misses here. Some more full court pressure, though, Mike.
And
there's a bad pass.
This one is thrown away. Courtney Huffman with another turnover. That's
thought the player was actually going to go up the floor.
Sometimes you can't simulate this type of zone in practice, particularly with Prairie. Their athletes are really pretty good. They've got a lot of speed, and they play very hard, and that's a credit to the coaching staff. And there's a foul and a reach-in, and it may be on Sydney Swan. And it is on Clinton Prairie. So Rossville is the recipient of this foul. The Hornets get the basketball back. They're within 19 points. 2-3 threes in a row. We've got ourselves near a 10-point game.
Henley's taking away the full court press here.
And frankly, Pete, as good as Prairie has played defensively, Rossville's played pretty well defensively as well.
Looking down low, Mike. Oh, taken away.
Too many turnovers for the Hornets. Neal slows it down. Pulls it back out for Prairie. Beck was inside. Couldn't find her. Had a shot there.
Yeah, I like that pass. It just needs to come earlier.
Nash trying to post up, getting a little bit frustrated.
Yeah.
As Corbett did a nice job of getting in there and tying her up. Let's take a look at this, Pete.
Yeah, got to be careful with throwing the elbows. I think she realized what she did there, and she could have got called for that.
Rodkey is now guarded by Swan. Skiles, deep three.
Oh, boy.
Couldn't find it. Prairie on the run. Beck. Got it. Caitlin Beck off the dish from Tinley Neal. Great job of distributing the basketball. Good effort by Beck to finish.
Oh, almost another steal.
Skiles from three. And you mentioned almost another steal by Eckenbarger, but Torrey Skyles hits a three. And then on the other side, a layup. Sydney Swan for Clinton Prairie. This ball game going back and forth as Prairie now has that 22-point lead. This
boy, I
is
don't
a
like
tough
that pass. That was not a good pass.
Good job defensively by Swan, fronting the post and getting the steal. Good pass by Nash. Eckenbarger with the three. Did a good job squaring her feet behind the three-point line. Couldn't make it fall. And this one is thrown in the backcourt. And Skiles just lost sight, lost vision where she was at on the court.
She was at on the floor and threw it in the backcourt.
And I think
another turnover.
Pete, you got to give credit to Clinton Prairie. They are speeding up Rossville offensively.
Rossville doesn't want to play this quick.
Good job by Caitlin Beck, but she threw up a bad shot there. Good job of penetrating aggressively, but she got a little bit out of control.
Yeah, now Rossville needs to take advantage of this. There's a screen. Go back to her. There you go.
Rodkey tried to dribble the left hand, and she got it stolen by Caitlin Beck. Eckenbarger to the glass, got knocked down. The rebound put up and in by Grace Good. Grace Good with the foul for Prairie. Under 30 seconds to play here in the third period. Clearly, Michelle Rodkey, once she really starts getting the form, she's going to be a huge performer for Rossville. This one way short by Skiles.
She had to adjust that shot.
Tough shot. Abby Swan in the ballgame, 31. This is Neal from three. No. That's the end of the third. But boy, as Clinton Prairie ramped it up offensively, it's the Gophers 50, Rossville 26. We've played three. We'll be back on the ISC Sports Network.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Finding affordable quality reproductive health care isn't always easy. Did you know that there is now a family planning and reproductive health clinic in our area that is income-based? Services include Pap tests, breast cancer screenings, pregnancy tests, sexually transmitted infection and HIV testing, same-day birth control placement, filled prescriptions, and free condoms. Services are on an income-based sliding scale. Visit 1234 Rossville Avenue or call 659-6063 for more information or to schedule an appointment.
Fourth period begins. Clinton Prairie on top of Rossville, 50-26, and for the first time in a long time, Rossville nearly outscored Prairie in the third period, although Prairie won that period 14-11, Pete, but their offense, Rossville's offense, started to put some things together.
Like you said, I think the Rossville's doing a lot better job defense this half.
Great pass once again by Claire Eckenbarger to Caitlin Beck for the layup. But Eckenbarger has at least 4 or 5 assists tonight.
She's got great vision. That one just off the foot.
Gabe had the smart thing to do. She tried to take the basketball to the rack, but again, as you mentioned, the ball just jumped right off of her knee and out of bounds, and another Hornet turnover.
Yeah, I like the tack.
It looked like Gabe she jumped right into the Clinton Prairie offensive player, but there's a travel.
Walk with
Grace
it.
Good
How about
is
that?
called with a travel.
Yeah.
Because of the pressure from Corin Gabe, number 22 for Rossville.
I thought they got Gabe again.
Bernhardt in the lineup, 20. 42 is Gorbett. She goes down on the floor. There may have been some contact, and she was fouled. And it's on 31, Abby Swan, I believe. Her first foul. 32 for Rossville. Grace Cornell had come into the ball game. She's checking out as Michelle Rodke took a little bit of a break. She's had an outstanding game, the best player for Rossville.
Right there
she is.
Oh.
Goes up strong and just missed it. Gabe kept it alive. The foul is...
Oh, my goodness.
Gorbett had a lid on the rim.
Yeah.
But she'll go to the foul line. She drew the foul. She'll
How
have
many
2
of those
shots.
down low have they missed now? I mean, that's been there. It looks like it should drop. Just can't get that roll.
And couldn't get the roll there as Gorbett is just 2 out of 11 from the foul line. She came into the ball game shooting just 18%. That's the young lady that you foul.
There you
But
go.
she knocks it down. And that's a good sign for Coach Gabe and his ball club. 52-27. Tinley Neal out of the ball game now. Eckenbarger.
There's the bear.
She missed the shot. She didn't have her vision on the rim and threw it too hard. Skiles, right side.
Oh, cannot get it to
And
go.
it's tipped out by Good. It'll be Rossville ball. A lot of youngsters now in the lineup for Clinton Prairie. Skiles. Interchange, left side, 42 for Rossville. Long 3 by Gorbett. No,
great
the foul
position.
underneath.
Yeah, great position down low that time.
Cora Bernhardt with the rebound, as you mentioned the position. And Cora, in her first year, is shooting 75% for the foul line.
Boom. She's got herself in pretty good position right there. She knows where the ball's going to come off that time if it misses.
And shot is missed by Cora Bernhardt. That's the second foul on number 31, Abby Swan, for Clinton Prairie.
Got to get these free throws.
Got it. Nice touch. Swan, the starter, still in the ball game, playing at the top of the key. Two Swans in the ball game. Eckenbarger now at the point. Inside.
Nice look.
And the ball's thrown away, and kicked out of bounds. And that is unfortunate for Rossville, as Rodke came from the weak side with the steal, and again, the ball bounces off her knee.
Another good look down low from Eckenbarger.
Sydney Swan, left side, hit the top of the backboard. Gahabe on the break.
Go.
To the rim, left-handed, short.
Got to get back on D.
Prairie running. Good job by Eckenbarger taking the ball to the middle of the court. Good drive by Beck and knocked away. Good hands by Gorbett.
I like the way Rossville's playing, not giving up.
Skiles, no good. Bernhardt with a rebound.
I don't like that shot. That shot, you can get that anytime. Work that ball a little bit more. Set the pick.
Bernhardt driving through. Ball on the ground, picked up by Rodke, and she scores. Slight delay inside, the ball on the ground, and Rodke picks it up and gets the 30th point for the Hornets.
Good position down low. Good job. Set it back up again.
Swan, shot is blocked by Gorbett.
Boy, Swan almost didn't know that was coming or not. It came so fast.
3 ladies out, 2 ladies in. Inside is good, and she is fouled.
Man.
As she turns around and puts the basketball up. Been watching a lot of college basketball the last couple weeks, and there's one team that runs 3 men in and 2 men out that I've seen recently, and that's Mike Woodson and the Indiana Hoosiers. They've been running 2 guys inside, 3 people out, where a lot of teams are playing 5 people out now. Everything is generated around the perimeter, as you see. Grace Good at the foul line, and she misses this one as number 11 checks in the game. Haven Wilson now, the sophomore, number 11. So Haven Wilson, Abby Swan, 31, and the free throw shooter is Grace Good. She gets it. Nice touch. 53-30. Clinton Prairie looking to even the record this year at 3-3. Gahabe, good job by Swan defensively.
Got in trouble again, down low. Nowhere to go with that pass when you get yourself down there. Easy to get double teamed.
Skiles inside.
I like
the
that.
shot scores.
I like that.
Michelle Rodke with another bucket. Give the assist to Torrey Skyles. And if this basketball team can reduce their turnovers, get a couple extra ball handlers around the perimeter.
Get her on her hip, turn, and lay it right off the glass. Great shot. Good pass.
And she did it over Sydney Swan, who's the best defender, I think, for Clinton Prairie in the interior. Nice shot by Rodke. 3-point play. I tell you what, these 2 teams play again. This could be a different story.
Well, there's no give in this this Hornet team. They are still playing tough.
Great look by Eckenbarger to Swan. Swan on the left side to Haven Wilson. Long 3 on the way. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
That's
Abby Swan.
Dagger.
Abby Swan. 56-33. Gorbett. Long off the rim. Claire Eckenbarger with the rebound. Great vision, looking ahead always. Swan, jump step, shot for 3. Yes!
Cannot give her that much space.
This time, Sydney Swan. So Sydney Swan and Abby Swan, both with 3s for Jeff Henley's Gophers. 59-33. It's the Swan song.
That's exactly what I thought you were going to say.
Rodke. Nope. Bernhardt did a good job of keeping it alive.
Right here. Kick it out.
Help comes across, and I believe Haven Wilson's going to draw the foul. But at least you give her credit. She came over to help from the weak side. Take a look at this.
Dribble comes in. Yep, not able to get there and get set.
Rodkey, perfect. And she is perfect this year at the foul line, 10 out of 10. She is a really good basketball player. She gets into shape because she's only played 2 games this year. This is going to be a different basketball team. And Rossville fans have to feel very good about that. Even though this ball club probably will be 0-5 after tonight. But again, it's all about learning.
Yep.
For both ball clubs. And this has been a good test for each of these teams.
I think next up for Rossville, I believe, don't they go to North White? North White? That's a single A school, but still North White's like 3-0 right now. And look like they're playing some good basketball.
Shot is no good. Rodkey tips it over to Courtney Huffman. Here comes Rossville. Huffman. This ball stolen by Haven Wilson. Haven Wilson shoots. Too long. 5 in the ball game now. Emma Nash for Clinton Prairie, and the ball goes out of bounds. So Jeff Henley has cleared the bench. Got a lot of youngsters out on the floor right now. Gwen Douglas also in the ball game for Clinton Prairie, number 42, 5'9", junior center.
Grace Cornell stepped to the line here. She got fouled.
And Grace 0 for 2 from the foul line this season, averaging a half point a game this year, but she has 2.8 rebounds, the power forward for Coach Chad Gahabe's ball club. And this one's short. And I don't think it hit the rim, so
no.
Prairie will get the ball under bounds, under their basket. That's Emma Nash. Haven Wilson. We're nearing 2 minutes to play in the game. Prairie will improve to 3-3. Rossville falls to 0-5, but good test for both ball clubs. 22 in the lineup now. Hailey Wilson for Clinton Prairie. Abby Swan. 5 is Emma Nash. 22, Hailey Wilson. Swan. Too long and a rebound. 44 in the ballgame now. Chloe Darnell, the freshman for Rossville. There's a foul in the backcourt. Haven Wilson called for the foul.
She almost had it timed. When she was dribbling up, it looked like that ball was about to hit the floor. She reached in, and I think when it came back up, got her on the hand.
This is Braylon Good now at the foul line. Her first time tonight. 1 out of 2 on the year. She's now shooting 33% at 1 out of 3 from the foul line for Coach Gahabe's Hornets. Abby Swan. Rossville still trying to play tough defense, competing out there to the final buzzer here with 1:10 to go in the ball game. Nash to 31, Swan. 42 is Gwen Douglas. Layup is nice touch by Hailey Wilson.
How about that?
61 points for Prairie. Long from the right side, a 3 for Courtney Huffman. 61-35. Nice touch by Courtney Huffman and the Hornets. Abby Swan at the foul line. Prairie, even the backups are doing a great job of moving away from the basketball and distributing it. You don't see the ball on the hardwood too much. A lot of passing. Under 20 seconds to play in the ball game. Hailey Wilson with the basketball, being guarded by Courtney Huffman.
We're just going to dribble it out here, I think. Last few seconds come off the clock. It's a good win by the Gophers.
Definitely solid victory tonight for Clinton Prairie, as Clinton Prairie evens its record to 3-3 with a 61-38 victory. We'll step out, we'll return, and take a look at the final numbers here. But first, you're watching high school basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And, of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not
before.
going to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. So many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Clinton Prairie takes this ball game tonight in a Clinton County rival matchup with the Rossville Hornets, 61-38. Pete Gasho, what did you see here from both ball clubs?
Oh, for Clinton Prairie, they did a really good job on Rossville's shooters. They went after Rod Key, and they pretty much shut down Skiles down for the night. That's why we were talking about earlier, needing somebody else to step up here tonight, try to open those girls up to get some open looks on them. So Rossville did a great job of fighting till the end, I think they learned a lot tonight, and I think they're just going to improve. They're going to get better and better. They're going to get that win. And Clinton Prairie, man, Tinley Neal, wow, she is impressive. A lot of fun to watch, and so's Swan. Both of those girls, man, they do a lot for Clinton Prairie, and they got such a good surrounding group of others that are, Claire Eckenbarger, the way she passes the ball, and distributes it. I mean, they got a really good core group of girls, and I think they could go far.
And the good news for both ball clubs is that both coaches were able to use almost their entire bench.
Sure.
So a lot of kids get playing time. You got to have depth, and it's important during the course of the season. Anything can happen. Someone could go down with injury or something like that. But having depth and then having some incentive to come back and practice.
Exactly.
And really, you're only as good as the bottom of your lineup.
That's true.
So tonight it was Clinton Prairie. Clinton Prairie all over the Rossville Hornets, 61-38 our final. Few notes here. I'd like to thank Clinton Prairie Athletics for their support in this broadcast, as well as cameraman Tony Stewart and our producer Sean Walker. For Pete Gasho, this is Mike Walensky. Hope you have a great night. Thanks for watching IHSAA basketball on the ISC Sports Network.